Hi, welcome back to Guy the Bee, Music and Reviews. Another week, another new video. This week we have a Gibson Explorer. These, all the guitar designs is my favorite. This is not mine. I wish it was. It's beautiful. I always wanted one of these, you know, and used to see them hanging on the walls and stuff like that, and I was like, God, that's a cool looking shape. It looks like it's just kind of in motion. This particular one, I'm not sure what's the year on this. I think this is a 2009. Get a lot of bad raps for the Henry J era as far as Gibsons, but I think their quality was a lot better than it is now. What I see in the guitar shops as far as Gibson is very disappointing. This one hasn't been played that much. There's not a scratch on this guitar. I see a lot of flaws in the new stuff. You never see an Explorer. None of the shops ever carry an Explorer. You might see a Flying V now and then, but you never see an Explorer. This particular one has a rosewood fretboard. 6 strings, of course. I'm not sure what these pickups are. It's not mine, so I'm not taking it apart to take a look. I will put the specs after the intro, so you can at least see what it was. This was the area where they were using the gold hardware on everything. I think everything now is nickel. I think the gold looks nice. Makes it look more nostalgic, I guess. But this guitar has a very slim tapered neck on it. I think that's what they were supposed to be anyways, like a 60s neck. I'm not sure what the originals are. I've never seen one in my life. Obviously there's less than 100 of them, of the original ones. And to hold one in your hands is pretty doggone special. These are cool guitars. Again, I really like them. I'd have 100 of them if I had the money to buy them. But this one I don't think spent much time out of its case. You can see just a little bit of pitting in the stop bar from probably a reaction of the case that felt, or it reacts sometimes to this gold, and I don't know why it only happens with the gold, but it does. Obviously 3-way switch, our hockey stick headstock. As far as setup, I don't think this has ever been set up, but it's set perfect. Neck's a little dry. It's going to need some oil. I might do that before we take this back. But as far as the quality, again, the older ones, they get a bad rap because it was the Henry J era. You know, we saw a lot of goofy colors and that stuff. But I think their quality was a lot better than they are now. I think they're just pumping guitars out and letting the flaws go. That's why this mod shop thing is, I can't believe how many guitars they're having there. It's unbelievable. You know, and I've seen stuff, fretboards with glue on the fretboards, stuff like that. And this new stuff, like, come on now, this is supposed to be better, and it's not. But we're gonna do a clean run through all three switches, of course. I'm gonna show you the specs of this guitar. I'll look it up and make sure that I'm accurate. I don't want to shoot you a bunch of false stuff. I will do a dirty run, and if we do any demo beyond that, it'll be really, really short. So I hope you stick around for the other side, and we'll do a closing run, and we'll close it out. So I hope to see you on the other side. So what do you think of the Gibson Explorer? I think these are awesome guitars. I've always loved them. You never could afford them because they're expensive. You know, now I think they're $2,500, 23, 25, something like that. This is a very, very pretty guitar. There's not a scratch in it. I don't think it's been played at all. Very fast, slim neck on it. These pickups are extremely hot, which is what I would expect out of an Explorer. Again, I don't know what they are without the specs. I'll have to look those up. But they are hot. This is a rock and roll guitar. So if you're going into the Explorer thinking you're going to play light jazz or you know, something light and easy, I wouldn't choose this guitar. That would definitely not be my first choice. If I was playing rock and roll, you know, like Leonard Skinner, or which is obviously there was one played in that band. My memory has gotten really bad as I've gotten older, so I can't tell you names. You know, obviously Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top. You know, and you even see Bonamassa playing one now and then. But I think they're great. I'd love to have a bunch of them, but that isn't in the cards. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you'll check out an Explorer. I think everybody should have one of these. When my ship comes in, I'm going to buy them all. Just so I got a full 100 set of them. I got to have them all, every color, every option that you can get, because they're just great. I love them. I appreciate you stopping by, checking out the Gibson Explorer. And this guitar, I didn't see, this is actually, there's a lot of wood here, but this guitar doesn't weigh anything. This is nowhere near as heavy as a Les Paul. I mean, some of the Les Pauls I picked up, there's no way I could carry them around on stage and play a full show with those. I don't know how guys are doing with some of those. But this guitar really does not weigh that much. As thick as it is, you think that there'd be some weight here, but there isn't. This guitar is super light. I just wanted to mention that because I had forgotten to, but check out an Explorer. Don't be afraid of this big wing hanging out here, because it really doesn't get in your way. It actually gives you a place to put your elbow. So I hope you'll come and see us again next week for another review of some sort. And if you like the video, hit like. If you don't want to, don't do it. Don't do it. Nobody has to. So I'll see you next week. I'm Kyler B. Take care.